water wetlands, because wetlands are areas where the water comes up into the grass, and it's a little bit of grass and a little bit of water, but it's just enough for some of the aquatic life to live. So we have water snakes there, and frogs, and crawdads is what we have there. You know, like the little crawdads, guys?
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, those are so much fun. And then there is also the coral reefs. Has anybody ever seen the coral reefs? Have you guys been there? That's so cool. So, you've seen a coral reef, Will? Have you been close to it?
Yeah, I've been snorkeling.
And in an aquarium?
I've been snorkeling in
You've
one.
been snorkeling? So those are different ecosystems that make up aquatic biomes. So we have lakes in North America, right?
My mom even saw an eel.
She saw an eel? That's cool. So that's some animals that live, or organisms.
Even there's the electric eels.
Electric eels that produce electricity. Yeah.
There's slime eels.
Yeah, those are regular eels.
So which biome would electric eel be in?
An electric eel would be in. Well,
Does
where do you
anybody
guys
know?
find? Yeah, where do you
Anybody
guys
know?
find electric eels?
Where would an electric
In the
eel?
ocean.
Which biome is that called?
Sea.
It's called what?
Sea.
It's in this. Is the biome is called a sea biome?
It would just be an aquatic biome.
Aquatic biome.
The sea is. Does anybody think the sea is freshwater or saltwater?
Saltwater.
Saltwater. So we would call that a saltwater aquatic biome. All right.
So you can specify whether it's
Yes.
freshwater
But
aquatic
do
biome.
you want to know when you're
Saltwater.
close to an electric eel? When you get electrocuted. Get it? Because electric eel is if you electrocute the water plant.
All right, guys. So next we have deserts. Okay. Somebody tell me where they know of one desert. You can see it. You can see it somewhere. Lee, do you know where a desert is? How would you look around? See if you can see a desert.
Dude, remember when we were looking up here?
Right here.
Where is that? What part of
What's it
what
called?
continent is that?
North America.
Oh,
Look
I mean, North Africa.
I knew you
Good
nailed
job,
it. Good
North
job.
Africa. So
And
there's a
Sahara.
desert.
And
Africa.
And the Middle East.
because Middle East is also a desert, isn't it? And I heard someone else saying a different.
Sahara.
The Sahara is North Africa.
Sahara, Sahara.
What was the other one you just said though? Somewhere else where there was a desert.
Oh, Australia.
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 So in Australia, there's a desert. What is somewhere on this map that doesn't necessarily look like a desert, but could still be a
We
desert?
talked about this the other day, guys.
Maddie.
Well, there is one Gobi
Right
Desert,
over
isn't
here,
it?
here.
But
Well,
it's not.
does it
That's not the
look
answer.
like a desert, or what we typically think of desert.
Bang, bang,
This the other day.
there.
What's that called, Charlie? What's the name of it?
Antarctica.
Don't think for other people.
Antarctica. So why do you think that we consider Antarctica a desert? What did I say a little bit earlier about deserts?
It's a dry desert.
It doesn't have a lot of what? Water.
Water.
It has not necessarily. It doesn't have a
Well,
lot of
rainwater.
Rainwater. Liquid.
Oh, what are you seeing?
Rain.
rain, so it doesn't have a lot of rainfall. So
Rainwater.
that's what makes it desert. Because everyone's like, oh, desert means that it's really, really hot, right?
No, it can
Not all
also
the
be very,
time.
very freezing.
It can also be very cold, because guess what happens in the desert most of the time around the world, guys? At night it gets really cold at night. Temperatures drop really, really low. So what makes a desert is not how hot it is or how cold it is, but it's how much rainfall we get. That's what makes a desert.
Well, technically, if there's rainfall in the Antarctica, it'd freeze right before it hit the ground.
Or yes, that's not.
And turns into what's that stuff called?
Ice.
Or snow. But it doesn't have to be a lot. It looks like a lot now
Yeah.
if it's just a covering. But it's old snow.
You know, it's not
ancient
even
snow.
that big anymore. It's melting like an inch out of the surface about a year.
Antarctica is?
Yeah, because of global warming. It's like melting like an inch out of the surface every year.
I didn't know that Antarctica was
So
also,
are
being attacked and damaged too. Wow.
there some plants that live in the desert, guys? What are some plants you think of when you think of the desert? Cactus, right?
Bingo.
So why do you think the cactus survives in the desert?
Because it holds water inside.
Because it doesn't need very much water.
It doesn't need
Or
very much water,
sun.
right? And it needs some sun, so it has that, but it doesn't need a lot of water. Yes,
But
Marty?
it's algae.
What is it? It has hooks, it has spikes on it, right? Yes.
When they got
Here.
spikes stuck in
Yucca.
they go
What is it?
yucca.
Yucca.
What?
You told me
Is that
that.
a plant in the desert?
The yucca plant. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It's the one that grows like this with
Oh.
spikes, and animals can't even get to the soft areas because it's all spiky.
Yeah,
It's
so
similar to a cactus, but it's got big
It's like
long.
sugar tall.
If you've ever tried to pick up a yucca leaf or reach in and grab one, there's a really good chance you'll stab yourself because it's
Oh,
really
you
sharp.
mean those bushes that have those? Oh, yeah. I can touch one of those, but if I do it very, very, very slowly, I can get in. If I do it like, I'll might as well come
Is
out
it
the
one of
road.
those-
Ouch.
It's
Is
gonna
it one
hurt
of
that
those plants
much.
with the really spiky?
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those in front of our house.
And you know what? They're actually not indigenous to Tennessee, but they've been transplanted so many times. Apparently, they're now considered potentially an invasive species. So we take something from one biome and we move it into a different biome,
I mean, then it's out.
exotic invasive.
and then it ends up invading that biome. And, yeah.
You guys ever seen honeysuckle?
Yeah.
Honeysuckle, that's an exotic invasive, so that doesn't really belong in the United
Yeah.
States, but it grows.
Who's ever heard of
everywhere.
kudzu? Kudzu was added.
Kudzu comes from Asia.
I believe it's Asian, yes, and it was brought to the United States to prevent erosion when the land wasn't being managed properly. You know, when it would rain too hard, things would wash away. So he said, hey, this plant loves to cling to hillsides. It will keep the hillside from washing away. So they ended up planting kudzu, and it's all over the place now. It's almost too much because it changes the environment, doesn't it?
Asian pears.
Yeah, I don't know about Asian pears. You may be right. But see, the deal is with certain fruits, we control it because fruits don't naturally grow on their own. They end up needing cultivation. So we kind of can control those particular species.